By the end of this video, you're going to have a step-by-step guide on how to create a course that generates over 7 figures every single year. I'm going to be walking you through how to choose your niche, how to actually create the course, how to solve your customers' problems, and so much more. The blueprint that I'm going to share with you has helped me, myself, make a course that generates over 7 figures a year. This creator do it, and this creator do it, and I believe that you could do this also if you implement the tips from this video and never give up. Tip number 1, I strongly suggest that you go after a niche that fits one of two things. Either first, people are searching for it, or secondly, it is a trend that is bubbling up, in which case people will also be searching for it. And there's a very strong reason for this. Way too many creators end up trying to create a course over something that's going viral, and this is a massive mistake. The reason being, virality is not a business plan. Instead, you should be going for things that happen on a recurring basis and that happen constantly, which is exactly what search-based things do, which is exactly what trending things do. For example, you could create a course around a very, very specific type of diet. You could create something around AI. You could create something around ChatGPT. You could create something about how to grow on social media. You could do something about copywriting, about video editing. You need to think about these very broad things that are going on. People wanting to make money on social media, and then take your skill set and figure out how you can actually fit yourself into it. You could talk about video editing. You could talk about strategy. You could talk about photography. You could talk about building a website, building a course, copywriting. There are literally 8 different niches within that one large trend, and those are the types of things you need to be latching yourself onto, and you need to make sure that you are dominating the search results. There are 3 places that I would pay very close attention to. 1, on Google search, 2, on YouTube search, and then 3, this younger generation, they don't even go to Google or go to YouTube. They're just going and searching Instagram or searching TikTok. So you also need to make sure that you're showing up on these social media platforms, because so many people are searching there. And all you need is one of those traffic sources to build a 7-figure course if you keep implementing the rest of the tips from this video. Tip number 2 is that if you really want to scale your course, you need to not only be selling a course, you need to be selling something else that's more tangible. For example, one-on-one coaching, or one-to-many coaching, or a community. Essentially, you need to be selling people more than just a course, because if all people wanted was information, well, pretty much all the information out there in the world is free, so what could make your course differentiated from your competitors is the community that comes along with it, or the fact that you hop on a phone call with everybody that signs up, or the fact that you hop on a group phone call with everybody that signs up, so that you can continue to keep them updated. You need to take these things into consideration when you're actually building your offer, because at the end of the day, if you have your niche right, then all you have to do is get your offer right and your pricing right, which brings me to the next point of this, which is making sure that you're paying attention to the value ladder. I strongly suggest that the way that you format things is you have some kind of freebie, some free giveaway. The reason being, it's going to turn your leads into evangelists for your product. If somebody signs up for your free stuff and they love it, they think it's better than something that they paid for from somebody else, well then guess what ends up happening? 1, they start telling their friends about it, and this is where you really start to get exponential growth. Or the second thing that happens is they feel so much reciprocity that they have to actually go and buy something from you, which is why you should then have a value ladder. For example, something for $50, something for $300, something for $1,000. Now, of course, you can play around with the prices, but you get the point there. You're going to want to have several things, and you also want to make sure that you have several order bumps, and you also have several upsells for each product, because it's one of the easiest ways for you to increase your average order value, which over time is going to lead to exponential growth, and it's going to allow you to invest more in building a better product and a better solution for your customer. The core of this is that you need to be focused on solving your customers' problems. The reason that I want you to focus on something that is search-based is not only because people are searching for it 24/7, but because it's very clear that these people have a problem that they need to get solved. For example, if I search for a plumber, I need a plumber. If I search for video editing, I need a video editor. If I search for accountability when it comes to my diet or my fitness plan, then clearly I need a fitness coach. Or the same thing for graphic design or for website development. content, you guys get it. That's not the opportunity that's a big deal. What is a big deal is that you're actually solving people's problems. You not only need to solve people's problems within your content, but then you also need to think 2 and 3 steps ahead and what problems are going to come up after they watch your piece of content. And that's what you need to be selling them in your course, in your coaching, in your accountability. And you need to take all of those things into consideration, because if you ignore one of those things, that could be the downfall that doesn't allow you to build a 7-figure business, because essentially you might be ignoring the thing that people would have signed up for all along. I strongly suggest that from the beginning, you're thinking about some kind of continuity. You don't want people to just sign up and buy something for $50 or $300 or even $1,000 and then never buy anything from you ever again. Ideally, you want to also have a downsell that you could get people into some kind of group, into some kind of group coaching, or something that's really scalable. So once somebody buys your main product, the next product is going to be even cheaper and looks like even more of a deal to them. And hopefully that billing is on a recurring basis so that they continue to stay signed up and you continue to extract revenue from them. Because guess what? Once you've already gotten a customer once, it's free for you to get a customer again. You don't have to spend money on advertising. You don't have to create more content. You can simply send them an email. You could send them a text message, or you could just put it up on your website and they might be able to find it there. And this is going to increase the amount of money that you make per customer, which is going to allow you to get to that 7-figure mark. So let's walk through the ideal customer journey. First and foremost, somebody is going to search for something, a problem that they have, something that you already know that they have. You're going to create a piece of content that is going to solve that person's problem. From there, one of 2 things can happen. Either first, they can sign up for your paid program, which is going to be your course, or they might sign up for the free thing, in which case they're going to get a ton of value, and then they're going to sign up for your paid thing, either through an ad, through increased exposure, through an email, or just through more of your content. And then from there, you need to get them on that continuity plan, and that is by far the easiest way for you to build a 7-figure course in a really short period of time. Now, the hardest part about this whole entire process is you actually getting started with building your course. Lucky for you though, Teachable has been listening and they've been able to leverage AI to make you building your next course easier than ever before. Now, all you have to do is go to the pinned comment or the description below, sign up for free, and then tell them what the title of your course is going to be, give them a brief description, and boom, it generates a curriculum for you to use, and all you have to do is fill in the lessons, and it makes it easier than ever before for you to create your next course or you to create your first course. What are you waiting for? Go to the pinned comment below and sign up for that right now. I use it myself, and I strongly suggest that you use it too.